Welcome to the AI Guru Guide, your one-stop destination to dive deep into the fascinating world of artificial intelligence. Let's be honest, folks, AI is everywhere these days. It's like that cousin you see at every family reunion, except instead of asking for money, it's writing poetry and diagnosing diseases. And look, I get it. AI can seem like this big, scary, Terminator-esque thing, but trust me, it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, AI is already doing some pretty amazing things, and today, we're going to break down 11 mind-blowing secrets about this technology that's changing the world faster than a politician changes their story during an election year. So, buckle up, grab your thinking caps, or, let the AI find them for you, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the exciting and slightly terrifying world of artificial intelligence. By the end of this series, you'll be able to impress your friends, family, maybe even that special someone with your newfound AI knowledge. You'll be the life of the party, or at the very least, you'll finally understand what all those tech articles are actually talking about. Let's do this! All right, let's start with the heavy hitter in the AI world, machine learning. Now, I know what you're thinking. Machine learning sounds like something I flunked in high school, but hold on. This isn't your grandma's algebra class. Machine learning is basically giving computers the ability to learn from data without being explicitly programmed. It's like teaching a dog a new trick, but instead of treats, you use algorithms. And instead of a dog, it's a computer that could probably beat you at chess. Think of it like this. You know how Netflix seems to know exactly what show you want to binge watch next? That's machine learning at work, folks. It analyzes your viewing habits, compares them to millions of other viewers, and then bam, it serves up your next TV obsession. And it's not just entertainment. This technology is revolutionizing everything from healthcare to finance. We're talking about algorithms that can detect diseases earlier than ever before, predict stock market trends with scary accuracy, and even write news articles. Don't worry, I'm still employed, for now. So, yeah, machine learning is kind of a big deal. It's changing the way we live, work, and even watch TV. And we're just getting started, folks. This is like the first act of the movie, and things are about to get really interesting. All right, folks, buckle up because we're about to dive into the deep end of the AI pool neural networks. These fascinating systems are at the heart of many modern technological marvels, and understanding them can give us a glimpse into the future of artificial intelligence. Now, before you start picturing robots with actual brains, let me explain. Neural networks aren't about creating sentient beings. They're about mimicking the way our brains process information to solve complex problems. Neural networks are a type of machine learning inspired by, you guessed it, the human brain. They consist of layers of interconnected nodes, much like the neurons in our brains, working together to process data. But instead of neurons firing off electrical signals, these bad boys use math. Shocking, I know. They rely on complex mathematical algorithms to interpret and analyze data, transforming it into useful information. Essentially, neural networks are like layers of algorithms that work together to process information. Each layer takes the data it receives, processes it, and passes it on to the next layer, refining the information at each step. Think of it like a relay race, but instead of sweaty runners passing a baton, it's data flowing through these layers, getting analyzed and transformed along the way. Each layer adds its own touch, making the data more accurate and meaningful. And just like a good relay team, the more layers you have, the faster and more complex the processing power. This is why deep learning, which involves neural networks with many layers, is so powerful. Now, you might be thinking, why do we need computers that mimic the human brain? What's the big deal about replicating our cognitive processes in machines? Don't we have enough of those already? Well, not quite. While our brains are incredibly efficient, they have their limitations. Computers, on the other hand, can process vast amounts of data at lightning speed. Well, the thing is, our brains are incredibly efficient at certain tasks, like recognizing patterns, making decisions, and coming up with terrible jokes. Neural networks aim to replicate these abilities, allowing machines to perform tasks that were once thought to be uniquely human. And by mimicking these abilities, neural networks are powering some of the most exciting advancements in AI today. From self-driving cars to advanced medical diagnostics, these systems are revolutionizing various fields. So, the next time you're talking to your phone and it actually understands what you're saying, or you're scrolling through your Instagram feed And the app seems to know exactly what kind of memes you like. Remember the power of neural networks. They're not just making our lives easier, they're transforming the way we interact with technology. They're the brains behind the operation, even if they don't have any actual brains. These systems are designed to learn and adapt, improving their performance over time as they process more data. The concept of neural networks isn't new. It dates back to the 1940s when researchers first began exploring the idea of creating machines that could mimic the human brain. However, it wasn't until the advent of modern computing power that these ideas could be fully realized. Early models were relatively simple and limited in their capabilities. But as technology advanced, so did the complexity and efficiency of neural networks. Today, we have sophisticated systems capable of performing tasks that were once the stuff of science fiction. Neural networks are now embedded in many aspects of our daily lives. From voice assistants like Siri and Alexa, to recommendation systems on Netflix and Amazon, these technologies are constantly working behind the scenes to enhance our user experience. In healthcare, neural networks are being used to analyze medical images, predict patient outcomes, and even assist in surgery. These applications are not only improving the accuracy of diagnoses, but also making healthcare more accessible and efficient. Autonomous vehicles are another exciting application. Neural networks enable these cars to navigate complex environments, recognize obstacles, and make split-second decisions, all of which are crucial for safe and efficient driving. The potential of neural networks is vast, and we're only scratching the surface. As research continues and technology evolves, we can expect even more groundbreaking applications in fields like finance, education, and entertainment. However, with great power comes great responsibility. The development and deployment of neural networks raise important ethical questions. How do we ensure these systems are used responsibly? How do we protect privacy and prevent bias? Addressing these concerns requires collaboration between technologists, policymakers, and society at large. It's crucial to establish guidelines and regulations that promote the ethical use of AI while fostering innovation. So as we continue to explore the capabilities of neural networks, let's also keep in mind the broader implications. These technologies have the potential to transform our world in profound ways, but it's up to us to guide their development responsibly. Interestingly, neural networks are also making their mark in creative fields. From generating art and music to writing stories and poetry, these systems are pushing the boundaries of what machines can create. AI-generated art and music are becoming increasingly popular, showcasing the creative potential of neural networks. These works often blend human creativity with machine precision, resulting in unique and innovative pieces. The intersection of AI and human creativity is a fascinating area of exploration. By collaborating with machines, artists and creators can push the limits of their imagination and produce works that were previously unimaginable. In conclusion, neural networks are a powerful tool that is reshaping our world. From practical applications in healthcare and transportation to creative endeavors in art and music, these systems are unlocking new possibilities every day. As we continue to harness their potential, let's do so with a sense of responsibility and a vision for a better future. Welcome back to, or as I like to call it, today we're diving deep, pun intended. You're welcome into the world of deep learning. And let me tell you, it's about to get weirdly personal. Deep learning is basically AI trying to understand the world the way humans do. Think of it like this. Remember when you ate that gas station sushi and had to spend the next 24 hours bonding with your toilet? Your brain learned from that, right? Deep learning is kind of like that, but hopefully with less fish-based regret. These AI systems are designed to learn from massive amounts of data. We're talking more data than the Library of Congress, more data than a Kardashian Instagram feed. And just like that time you accidentally opened your browser history in public, the more data these systems process, the more they learn. But here's the kicker. Deep learning algorithms can actually adapt and improve over time without a team of engineers standing over them with cattle prods. This means they can make decisions based on new information, which, let's be honest, is more than we can say for some people in Congress. Welcome back to the show, folks. Today we're entering the world of AI in healthcare, where algorithms are the new stethoscopes and robots are giving surgeons a run for their money. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rasan, are you suggesting we let robots perform brain surgery now? And the answer is not yet. But hey, give it time. For now, AI is playing a supporting role, assisting doctors in diagnosing illnesses with impressive accuracy. Take, for instance, image analysis. AI can now analyze medical images like X-rays, kinetic scans, and MRIs with superhuman speed and precision. They can spot those tiny anomalies that even the most experienced radiologist might miss. It's like having 20/20 vision, but for tumors. And the best part? AI never gets tired. It can analyze images 24/7, which is more than I can say for my attention span during a friend's rerun marathon. This means faster diagnoses, quicker treatment, and hopefully better outcomes for patients. Welcome back to the program, or as we call it in the financial sector. That's right, today we're talking about AI in finance, because apparently computers haven't caused enough chaos in the stock market already. Now, I'm not a financial expert, I just play one on TV. But even I can see that AI is transforming the financial industry faster than a high-frequency trading algorithm. We're talking about everything from automated investing to fraud detection, all powered by the magic of artificial intelligence. One of the biggest impacts of AI in finance is in the world of investing. Remember those stockbrokers we used to rely on for financial advice? The ones with the fancy suits and the even fancier fees? Yeah, they're about to go the way of the dinosaurs, replaced by robo-advisers that use AI to manage your investments. These robo-advisers use algorithms to analyze market data, assess your risk tolerance, and build you a diversified portfolio. And the best part? They do it for a fraction of the cost of a human financial advisor. Plus, they never try to sell you on their cousin's timeshare in Boca. All right, folks, buckle up because we're about to take a wild ride into the world of self-driving cars. These aren't just any cars, they're the stuff of science fiction, now becoming a reality. Imagine a world where you don't have to worry about traffic jams, parking, or even driving itself. It's a world where your car is your chauffeur, your assistant, and your trusty companion on the road. You know those futuristic vehicles that tech bros promised would be zipping us around by now? The ones that were supposed to revolutionize our daily commutes and make our lives infinitely easier? Well, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting closer every day. The dream of a fully autonomous vehicle is still alive and kicking, and the progress we've made so far is nothing short of impressive. Yeah, well, they're not quite delivering on those pizza to your flying car promises just yet. But let's not be too harsh. The journey to perfecting self-driving technology is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a complex dance of sensors, algorithms, and real-world testing. And while we may not have flying cars, the advancements in autonomous driving are paving the way for a future where our vehicles are smarter, safer, and more efficient. But hey, let's give them some credit. The technology behind these autonomous vehicles is pretty mind-blowing, even if it's not quite ready to replace your Uber Eats driver. We're talking about cars equipped with LiDAR, radar, cameras, and AI systems that can process vast amounts of data in real time. These cars can detect obstacles, read traffic signs, and even predict the actions of other drivers. It's like having a supercomputer on wheels. The technology behind these autonomous vehicles is pretty mind-blowing, even if it's not quite ready to replace your Uber Eats driver. Imagine a car that can navigate through busy city streets, handle complex intersections, and even parallel park without breaking a sweat. It's a technological marvel that combines hardware and software in ways we've never seen before. And while there are still challenges to overcome, the potential benefits are enormous. We're talking about cars that can see the road, make decisions in a split second, and hopefully avoid running over your neighbor's cat. Emphasis on hopefully. These vehicles are designed to react faster than any human driver ever could. They can process information from multiple sensors simultaneously, allowing them to make quick and accurate decisions. It's like having a second pair of eyes on the road, always vigilant and ready to act. Now I know what you're thinking. John, you want me to trust my life to a computer on wheels? It's a valid concern. Trusting a machine with your safety is a big leap of faith. But consider this. These cars are programmed to follow traffic laws to the letter. They don't get distracted, they don't get tired, and they don't have road rage. In many ways, they're more reliable than human drivers. And to that I say, look, have you seen some people drive? The reality is human drivers are far from perfect. We make mistakes, we get distracted, and sometimes we just have bad days. Autonomous vehicles, on the other hand, are designed to minimize errors and maximize safety. They don't text and drive, they don't speed, and they don't get impatient in traffic. It's a compelling argument for giving these smart cars a chance. I'd trust a Roomba with a driver's license over half the maniacs out there. And let's be honest, we've all encountered those drivers who make us question the very concept of a driver's license. With self-driving cars, we have the opportunity to create a safer and more efficient transportation system. One where accidents are reduced, traffic flows smoothly, and everyone gets to their destination without the stress and frustration of traditional driving. Plus, think about it. No more road rage, no more drunk drivers. Just you, a good podcast, and maybe a nap on the way to work. Imagine starting your day with a relaxing commute, free from the hassles of driving. You can catch up on your favorite shows, read a book, or simply enjoy the scenery. It's a vision of the future that's hard to resist. Of course, there are still some kinks to work out. The road to fully autonomous vehicles is fraught with challenges. From technical issues to regulatory hurdles, there's a lot that needs to be addressed before these cars become a common sight on our roads. But the progress we've made so far is encouraging, and the potential benefits are too significant to ignore, like what happens when a self-driving car gets cut off in traffic? It's a scenario that every driver has faced at some point. How do these smart cars handle the unpredictability of human drivers? Do they have the ability to anticipate and react to sudden changes in traffic patterns? These are the questions that researchers and engineers are working tirelessly to answer. Does it lay on the horn and flip the bird? Or does it take a more measured approach, calmly adjusting its course to avoid a collision? The goal is to create a system that can handle these situations with the same level of skill and composure as a seasoned driver. It's a tall order, but one that the industry is committed to achieving. Does it call the other driver's mother? We need answers, people. While the idea of a car that can handle social interactions is amusing, the reality is that these vehicles are being designed to prioritize safety and efficiency above all else. They may not have a sense of humor, but they do have the potential to transform the way we travel. But hey, progress takes time. The journey to fully autonomous vehicles is a long and winding road, but every step forward brings us closer to a future where driving is safer, more convenient, and more enjoyable. It's a future where technology and transportation come together to create a better experience for everyone. And who knows, maybe one day we'll all be chauffeured around by our own personal robot drivers. It's a vision that's both exciting and a little bit daunting, but with the rapid pace of technological advancement, it's a future that's becoming more and more plausible. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. The future of driving is just around the corner. Just try not to think about the robot uprising while you're enjoying that extra cup of coffee on your morning commute. After all, the goal is to make our lives easier, not to create new worries. So let's embrace the possibilities and look forward to a future where our cars are not just vehicles, but partners in our journey through life. All right, folks, let's talk about customer service, because who doesn't love a good hold music montage? But these days, you're less likely to hear Kenny G on repeat and more likely to encounter a robot. That's right, AI is taking over the customer service world, one automated response at a time. And you know what? It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, let's be honest, dealing with customer service can be about as enjoyable as a root canal. You're stuck on hold for hours, transferred to a million different departments, and by the end of it, you just want to chuck your phone out the window. But with AI, things are changing. Chatbots are popping up everywhere, ready to answer your questions 24/7, without the need for bathroom breaks, lunch breaks, or mental health breaks. They can handle simple inquiries, process returns, and even tell you a joke or two if you're lucky. Now, I know what you're thinking, but John, what about the human touch? What about those customer service reps with the soothing voices and the infinite patience? Well, don't worry, they're not going anywhere just yet. AI is here to assist, not replace. Think of it as giving those poor, overworked customer service reps a helping hand, or at least a break from answering the same question about password resets for the 100th time that day. All right, folks, let's talk about shopping, because who doesn't love a good impulse buy? But these days, your shopping experience is being influenced by a silent partner you may not even realize is there. Artificial intelligence. That's right, AI is invading every aspect of retail. From the moment you browse online to the moment you swipe your credit card and pray you don't go over your limit. But hey, it's not all bad news. AI is actually making our shopping experiences more personalized and convenient than ever before. Remember the days of wandering aimlessly through department stores, desperately searching for the right size or color? Well, thanks to AI, those days are quickly becoming a distant memory. Now you can shop online and get recommendations tailored to your unique tastes and preferences. It's like having a personal shopper, but without the judgmental stares and the pressure to buy something you can't afford. And it's not just online shopping that's getting an AI makeover. Brick-and-mortar stores are also using AI to improve their operations and provide a more seamless shopping experience. From smart shelves that track inventory in real time to cashierless checkout systems that let you skip the line, AI is changing the game of retail, one algorithm at a time. So let's dive into a topic that's been lurking in the background of our discussions. We've spent 9 chapters talking about all the cool things AI can do. From revolutionizing industries to making our daily lives more convenient, AI has shown immense potential. It can drive our cars, it can write poetry, and it can even assist in complex scientific research. It can probably even make a better omelette du fromage than I can, though I'd never admit that publicly. Imagine a world where your kitchen appliances are smarter than you. But, and there's always a but, isn't there? With great power comes great responsibility, and AI is no exception. We gotta talk about the downsides, the potential pitfalls, the things that keep us up at night. These are not just minor inconveniences, they are significant issues that could shape the future of our society, the things that keep us up at night. No, not heartburn, though AI might be able to diagnose that too. I'm talking about the ethical implications, the moral dilemmas, and the unforeseen consequences. No, not heartburn, though AI might be able to diagnose that too. But what about the ethical implications? Look, I'm talking about the ethical implications. Look, we've all seen Terminator, right? Skynet becomes self-aware. We've all seen Terminator, right? Skynet becomes self-aware, decides humanity is a nuisance, and boom. Hasta la vista, baby. Thankfully, we're not there yet. But the idea of AI gaining too much control is not entirely far-fetched. Decides humanity is a nuisance, and boom. Hasta la vista, baby. Thankfully, we're not there yet. But there are real present-day concerns about how AI is developed and deployed because here's the thing, AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. And that data comes from us with all our imperfections. Here's the thing, AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. And who creates and curates that data? Humans. And let's be honest, and who creates and curates that data? Humans. And let's be honest, humans are about as unbiased as a Fox News election night panel. We've got our biases, our prejudices, our blind spots. These human flaws can easily seep into the data we generate. Humans are about as unbiased as a Fox News election night panel. We've got our biases, our prejudices, our blind spots. And if we're not careful, those biases can creep into the algorithms, leading to some seriously messed up outcomes. Imagine an AI system that inherits all our worst traits. Those biases can creep into the algorithms, leading to some seriously messed up outcomes. We're talking about AI systems that perpetuate existing inequalities, discriminate against certain groups, leading to some seriously messed up outcomes. We're talking about AI systems that perpetuate existing inequalities, discriminate against certain groups, or make decisions that just plain defy logic and fairness. Think about it. We're talking about AI systems that perpetuate existing inequalities, discriminate against certain groups, or make decisions that just plain defy logic and fairness. Think about it. What happens when an AI system used in the justice system is trained on data that reflects existing racial disparities in arrests and sentencing, or make decisions that just plain defy logic and fairness? Think about it. What happens when an AI system used in the justice system is trained on data that reflects existing racial disparities in arrests and sentencing? The consequences could be dire. What happens when an AI system used in the justice system is trained on data that reflects existing racial disparities in arrests and sentencing? You don't need to be a Supreme Court justice to see the potential for disaster there. The stakes are incredibly high. You don't need to be a Supreme Court justice to see the potential for disaster there. And that's just one example. The implications stretch far beyond the justice system, and that's just one example. This isn't some dystopian sci-fi movie, it's happening right now. And it's on us, the supposed intelligent beings, to make sure AI lives up to its promise without turning into a digital nightmare. We need to be vigilant, proactive, and responsible. This isn't some dystopian sci-fi movie, it's happening right now. And it's on us, the supposed intelligent beings, to make sure AI lives up to its promise without turning into a digital nightmare. We need to ensure that AI development is guided by ethical principles and a commitment to fairness, to make sure AI lives up to its promise without turning into a digital nightmare. We need to be vigilant, proactive, and responsible. The future of AI is in our hands, and it's up to us to steer it in the right direction. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Instead, let's address it head-on and work towards a future where AI benefits all of humanity. And you thought AI was all about spreadsheets and self-driving cars, right? Well, hold on to your easels, folks, because AI is invading the art world like a swarm of paint-flinging robots. From generating breathtaking paintings to composing symphonies that would make Mozart jealous, AI is pushing the boundaries of creativity in ways we never thought possible. It's enough to make you wonder if art school is still worth it. I mean, who needs years of crippling student debt when you can just have a robot churn out masterpieces in milliseconds? But before you ditch your paintbrushes and declare AI the new Michelangelo, let's take a closer look at what's really going on here. All right, let's talk about the future, people, specifically the future of AI. Because let's be honest, it's the elephant in the room, the algorithm in the smartphone, you get the picture. Some people, like those doomsday preppers with their bunkers full of canned goods and their uncanny ability to rock a tinfoil hat, are convinced that AI is going to rise up and enslave humanity. They envision a world where robots rule the streets, forcing us to perform menial tasks like assembling IKEA furniture and explaining the plot of Inception over and over again. But then there are the optimists, the ones who believe that AI is going to usher in a new era of peace, prosperity, and, dare I say, leisure. They dream of a world where robots do all the work, leaving us humans free to pursue our passions like underwater basket weaving or competitive napping. So who's right? Are we on the verge of a technological utopia or a robot-induced apocalypse? Honestly, folks, it's a coin toss at this point. That's a wrap on our deep dive into the mesmerizing world of AI. We hope you enjoyed uncovering these mind-blowing facts and gained valuable insights into how AI is revolutionizing our world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the AI Guru Guide. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.